Hello, church family. It's 2 Minute Tuesday. As I've mentioned the past several weeks, our 2 Minute Tuesdays this fall are focused on the subject of work and rest. In his memoir, 12 Years a Slave, Solomon Northup paints a picture of relentless hard work and no rest. Although he was born free, Northup was kidnapped in 1841 and sold into slavery. He and his fellow slaves were forced to work sun up to sundown, 364 and a half days a year. This account really echoes the experience of enslaved persons in every time and every place throughout human history, and it really describes the plight of anyone who belongs to a system that reduces human beings to a means of economic productivity. In the book of Exodus, God's people belong to a system like that. The Israelites are slaves to the Egyptian economy, which is like this machine that consumes human labor and churns out wealth. It's almost as though the children of Israel are like living sacrifices to a pagan god. In fact, that's exactly what God says. When he was about to unleash the 10 plagues on Egypt, God says, "I will bring judgment on all the gods of Egypt. I am the Lord." Each plague was actually an attack on an Egyptian deity, the sun, the land, the Nile River. And each plague was an attack on a different pillar of the Egyptian economy. The Egyptians literally worshipped their economy, their mechanism for making money. So when God liberates the Israelites, he is not only rescuing them from literal slavery, he's rescuing them from spiritual slavery, slavery to the God of making money. Now, you and I are not slaves, but we do belong to an economic system that worships wealth. And we belong to an economic system that measures human worth in dollars and cents. When we participate in this economy, we can't help at times being used as objects for someone else's gain. If we're not careful, though, we also risk reducing our own existence, the focus of our own lives, simply to the production and pursuit of wealth. And when we do that, work becomes Lord. We have to ask, we have to assess by asking this question periodically. Do I feel as though I'm only worth something when I'm producing something? Do I feel at times as though my only purpose is really making money for myself or for someone else if I'm not working because I'm unemployed or underemployed or retired? Do I feel as though I've been discarded by the world around me? Does our work feel like a kind of master? And if so, what kind? God came to rescue the Israelites from Egypt because they were created for so much more than economic production. They were created for so much more than making money, and so are we. Which is why the same God that rescued Israel from Egypt came to rescue us. In the person of Jesus Christ, God took on flesh to rescue us from slavery, spiritual slavery, emotional slavery, including slavery to endless productivity and overwork. During his earthly ministry, Jesus says, "I have come that you may have life and life to the full." If it feels like your life is all work and no rest, if it feels as though your worth is measured only in dollars and cents, then it is time for a new Lord.